Hey there, and welcome to today's Explainer. If you're a focused learner trying to break into the clinical research industry, well, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're unpacking a role that is absolutely critical, literally the backbone of the future of medicine. We're talking about the Clinical Research Associate, or CRA. Think of this role as the ultimate guardian of patient safety and scientific integrity in medical trials. Without CRAs, the development of new life-saving treatments would just grind to a halt. We're going to look at exactly what this job entails and map out a clear roadmap for you to get there.
So here's a quick look at our agenda for today. We'll start by defining who a CRA actually is, break down their 6 pillars of responsibility, and look at the high stakes involved. Then we'll map out the qualifications and career path, and finally, show you exactly where CRAs work. Let's dive right in. Moving right into Section 1, who exactly is a CRA?
Now, you might be wondering what they actually do. A CRA is definitely not just an administrator sitting behind a desk pushing paper all day. Far from it. They are active, hands-on guardians of the scientific process. Essentially, a clinical research associate is a professional who ensures that clinical trials are conducted ethically, safely, and in strict compliance with regulatory standards. Your main focus here? Monitoring trial sites, verifying the accuracy of the data collected, and, above all else, ensuring the absolute safety of the patients participating. Most importantly, you act as the essential liaison. You're the vital bridge between the sponsors funding the trial, the investigators actually conducting it, and the regulatory authorities overseeing the whole shebang.
Which brings us to Section 2, the 6 pillars of responsibility. The breadth of a CRA's day-to-day duties is just incredible. Honestly, it keeps you on your toes. On a Monday, your focus might be strictly on monitoring, doing site visits to make sure everyone is adhering to the protocol and good clinical practice. Then, boom, by Tuesday, you're deep into data verification. Doing source data checks, ensuring case report forms are completely accurate, and resolving any weird discrepancies with the clinic staff. You'll also be handling compliance by prepping for regulatory audits and actively managing the site by training staff and fixing operational hiccups. And through all of this, you're constantly ensuring patient safety through informed consent checks while staying on top of documentation by maintaining those trial master files. You are literally bouncing from highly technical data verification to complex human communication from one day to the next.
The absolute key concept to remember here is that word bridge. As a CRA, you are the central hub keeping the entire trial from collapsing. Just think about it. Whether you're training site staff on complex new protocols, tracking recruitment rates, or monitoring the reporting of serious adverse events, you're the one connecting the clinical sites to the sponsors and the regulators. If you aren't in there facilitating that smooth communication and ironing out operational challenges, the whole ecosystem just falls completely out of sync.
All right, let's look at Section 3, high stakes, risks, and challenges.
If you're a fresher mapping out your career in life sciences, you really need to take a serious look at these high stakes. Because what happens if that bridge cracks? Well, if your monitoring is inconsistent, you get data integrity issues, which pretty much compromises the entire scientific study. Worse than that, regulatory noncompliance can completely terminate a drug trial or severely delay a new drug's approval. But here is the most critical part. If a communication gap or a lapse in oversight leads to a missed or unreported adverse event, it can cause direct, real-world harm to patients. The safety of these participants rests heavily, and I mean heavily, on your rigorous oversight. Now for Section 4, qualifications and career path. Let's talk about how you actually get here.
As a fresher looking to break into the industry, consider this slide your ultimate blueprint. First up, your foundation needs to be rock solid. We're talking a bachelor's degree in life sciences, pharmacy, nursing, or a related field. You'll also want to grab some certifications, like GCP training or credentials from ACRP or SOCRA. And of course, you absolutely must possess the technical knowledge of ICH-GCP guidelines and regulatory compliance. But take a look at what else is required here. Alongside all that hard science, you absolutely need sharp soft skills. Remember how we said you're that crucial bridge? Because of that, your communication, your organization, your problem solving, and your adaptability are honestly just as essential to your success as your college degree. Once you've combined those technical chops with your soft skills and finally got your foot in the door, this exciting staircase shows exactly how your career can grow. The good news? You don't stay at the entry level forever. You can quickly climb from entry-level supporting roles right into a full CRA position. From there, as you really master those 6 pillars we talked about, you advance to a senior CRA role. Ultimately, your trajectory can lead you all the way up to becoming a project manager, where you'll be steering massive global trials from the very top down. It's a real game changer.
Moving to our final section, Section 5, where CRAs work. Okay, so who's actually going to hire you? Here is your target list for applications. First, you've got the massive global clinical research organizations, or CROs, as they're known in the biz. Companies like IQVIA, ICON, Syneos Health, Parexel, Covance, and MedPace. Second, you can look at major Indian pharma companies driving global research. Think Sun Pharma, Glenmark, Meril, Astellas Pharma, or Pacific's Research. And finally, you have dedicated research institutes like Clinogenesis Research Institute or Biosphere Clinical Research. These are the environments where the rigorous day-to-day work of bringing new treatments to the world actually happens. And let me tell you, they are constantly on the lookout for organized, dedicated professionals. Well, we've covered a lot of ground today, from the nitty-gritty of data verification all the way to the massive responsibilities of patient safety. After exploring this whole roadmap, the only question left for you as an ambitious fresher is this: are you ready to take your life sciences background and step up as the next guardian of clinical safety? The industry absolutely needs that bridge, and honestly, it could very well be you. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and I'll see you next time.